Why do you have that weird look on your face?
Because you gave me a weird look right before we went on the air.
I gave you a weird look?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Did I give him a weird look?
You did.
I didn't really see it from here, though.
You call me liars? Wait, I'm not liars. Are you calling me a liar?
We have going live is always stressful because there's always something that goes wrong. It like never fails, and for each second that passes, Tony starts to have, it gets closer to a panic attack because he likes to be on time, which I do too. And so I feel the same way, but
maybe I felt the energy of your panic attack, and that made me do a weird look.
that's probably what it was.
I started to panic because I'm always on time. I hate being late for anything.
I do too, man. I am against, like, especially when it comes to work, business meetings, any meeting of any time. If you tell somebody, hey, I'm going to be here, I may run late on a deal where it's like, hey, I'm going to get there around blah-ish, a general
but if you
time.
say that, you're not late.
You're not late.
Yeah,
but if
you're
I say
declaring it.
I will be here by this time, I'm going to be there.
Yeah. And you know what? And I won't.
You won't.
I'm not good at it.
You have shown up sometimes at 10:15 for a 10 o'clock show.
Yes. Well, now that's not my fault.
Whose fault was it?
That's if I'm in a police chase or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but I've been able to avoid them so far.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Get in that Mustang and pedal to the metal.
Speaking of Mustangs, guess what I'm getting?
What?
Not a car. Oh, I should have said that.
I was going to say you're getting a new car.
Speaking of iPhone 8s, guess what I'm getting?
What?
I don't know. What do you have?
I've got an iPhone 15.
What a coincidence. I'm getting one too.
Really?
Yep.
You're getting an iPhone 15.
My son Mason is a genius because we're on a phone plan together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a 13, but he started having some issues. He wants to go up to a 15. And I've got AT&T killed Spectrum and went with AT&T, the fiber optic, and it's working really well.
You killed Spectrum. Why didn't you just cancel? You didn't have to kill him.
A guy came over and he was giving me
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
No, I wouldn't say I feed him to Felipe. No, I didn't. But he just went in. He was looking at deals, and he said, "Okay, you get 25% off on a phone plan." And he was able to get us. I've got an iPhone 15, and he's getting an iPhone 16, but he's trading his in. He's paying the difference for only $12 more than I'm paying now.
Wow.
What the heck? What?
Wow.
Forget about it. Man, I'm going to be taking pictures.
So is this payments on the phone? Like, how long do you have to pay it for?
Well, Mason's will not be. Well, actually, they will, but they wouldn't let him pay a full amount. So we're setting up, you can set up a separate account, and he's going to put the amount of the phone in there, and they're going to draft it off of that. I'm making payments, but I'll end up paying for iPhone 15. I'll end up paying about $720.
So about 10 years.
No, 3 years.
3 years. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I didn't know. See, here's what they did with me is
I know.
No, listen. They said you can have this stuff for free. All you got to pay is activation fee, which was like $25. But here's where they get you. You go around, and then your first cell phone bill is like $500 something.
Yeah.
And then the next one's $400 something. And they're like, oh, it's just the fees to get it connected and blah blah blah. And so it takes 2 or 3 bills before your bill's actually what they told you at the store it was going to be. So you still end up paying at least a portion of the phone with all this other bull.
Did you know about
charges.
this beforehand?
No, the way they explain it is they'll say, yeah, your first bill will be a little higher, but it's not going to be anything crazy. Well, it ends up being something crazy. And then the next one's crazy, and the next one's crazy. But it's, by the time you get to that point, you're already enjoying your new phone, and you're like, well, I may not have any money now, but at least I've got this phone to keep me entertained.
Yes.
So and they know that. That's why they do that. So.
I better look into mine, but I think I'm good to go. I mean, and I don't mind. I mean, I'm paying like $11 a month.
I mean, that's
for
not
the phone.
bad.
No, and I mean, I've had this phone for like 7 years, and it's the iPhone 8, and she's done well. Mm-hmm. But it's time to retire her. and get me a bright, shiny new 15, even though it's not a 16. But that's okay because 16 has what? AI, and I will never go past an iPhone 15. I will die with that phone.
Tony's anti-iPhone guy, so he doesn't care either way.
I'm not really anti. I just never used it. I'm just so used to Android. I guess I don't want to take the time to learn all the differences.
Man, there's not a whole lot like between this and the 16. What's the difference? There's not going to be a difference.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, the AI
they'll control your life. They've got you at that point. They've got you.
Well, whatever. I guess. Can we talk about a couple things before we get started?
Absolutely.
With our newest partners on the radio show. We don't usually mingle the podcast and the radio show, but I find this entertaining. First of all, this haunted house. We started advertising for them today. I went to this haunted house, and it was utterly terrifying. Okay, and I got like a cheater backstage tour, and it was it was dusk, so it was getting dark as we got through there. And it's, you know what it's like. It's in the woods, Tony.
I didn't get to go in there.
You didn't go through it
last year.
So you go through this really janky trailer, like a single wide trailer, and that's the entrance.
Oh man!
And you go in the front door, out the back, and then you're out in the woods. And the guy that put it together, basically, he doesn't have a big budget. He doesn't have a movie set. Like, he took basically stuff from a junkyard and turned it into super scary stuff and made this trail going all the way through the woods. And it was so friggin' creepy, dude. I mean, even the entrance to this place, like the sign on the top of the entrance is a car hood that says Spook Trail.
Oh, no.
And when I walked up, it was pouring rain when I went through it. And when I walked up and I got to a little entrance, they got one of those canopies that you see out like a barbecue or whatever. It collapsed right in front of me. I'm like,
I wonder if they did that for you.
Well, the owner was under the canopy, and he was like, help. So I had to help him get out.
Man,
it was scary.
See, I didn't get to go last year. I played there, and Brimley went with me to help me, but I didn't get to go in. And I wish I could play this year, but with the hands I can't play a bunch of songs.
Go to
Facebook.
Cool. I don't think they have a website, but if you'll go to Facebook and put in the search bar, what's it called? Spook Trail Haunted Spook Trail? Is it Spook Trail?
Spook Trail.
Spook Trail Haunted Maze or Haunted Trail. There it is. That's that first one.
Okay.
Yeah, pull that bad boy up and let's see if we can't get some of the here's their Facebook page. Y'all can find them here if you it's out there, dude. Like to get out there, it is out there. Hit the photos where it says see all photos down towards the bottom left. And let's see what they got going on. Yeah. Looks like they just got a bunch of promotional, but you can see, click those. You can see the entrance. This is the entrance. And that's the canopy that fell on me. Go back a couple. That's the canopy that fell on me. It was pouring rain. That was the day I was out there because they had just like a 1-day opening to get ready for the season, and had a bunch of people show up. Obviously, there's not going to be any pictures of, I guess, inside because that's what you're paying for. But it's only like $10 or $15 or something. It's super cheap compared to other haunted houses. But it's out in the woods, dude. And like if you went to a haunted house and you're like, I'm legitimately gonna get killed in this one, it'd probably be that one. So,
man, I mean, so it's like stuff's not made of foam or anything. This is like.
No, that's like real deal stuff. Like you could, you got to really watch yourself in that one. And I mean, I don't think Tony Gump's a haunted house guy, and there's plenty of people that aren't. But
I've went to 2 of them in my entire life.
There's a lot of people, especially in the audience, that's what they want to do during Halloween, and so y'all need to make it part of your list. The other thing is Alabama Men's Clinic, so we're helping. We're helping the audience get hard again. Is that our new MAGA? Make the audience.
We might want to get approval through the company.
That's actually,
I'll have some hats made up for us.
RFK has already taken that one. Make America healthy again. We could just make America hard again. With the Alabama Men's Clinic, we don't have to pull that up. Okay. If you want to, though, Go to pull up a new tab, and then the third one is Underdog Fantasy. So underdogfantasy.com. And I just want to, because I can't show you guys on the radio, but I wanted to show you here and get you guys to sign up. So those of you that watch this podcast, I want you to go to this website, underdogfantasy.com, click that sign up tab, and click it real quick, and you put all your information there on the right side. And then at the bottom, you see where it says promo code. You're going to put in the promo code HeyNow, all one word, HeyNow, and you're going to get free money when you deposit and also a free pick. But essentially, you go in there and you pick in your players, whether their stats are going to be higher or lower than Underdog projects, and you win money. And it's 100% legal in the state of Alabama, including, well, like a lot of other states. I'm not sure. So y'all hook that up, man. I appreciate that. I'm going to get John Bird. Are you okay?
Huh?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
No, I was trying to do up there. I sent Tony an email with a picture I took with one of the scary people from the Spook Trail last year.
Well, you could have just told them. You didn't have to.
Yeah, I was trying to do like behind the, because I'm not always. Well, I'm on here right now. I'm not always on there.
Can I tell? Let me say this. I love John Bird, and the line would not be the line without John Bird. He is vital. He is
Yeah, there it is.
vital to this show. But there are times during the radio show where he will do things like, he's got two options to talk when he talks to me. One, he talks to me over the air. The other one is a talkback button where only I can hear him. And if I'm in the middle of something and he wants to pipe in with some pertinent information and he hits that talk back, it stops me in my tracks because I can no longer talk because I can't process my own words.
You can't hear yourself? I never knew that.
I can't hear myself, and then I'm just sitting there in silence for the audience. They don't know what's going on. I have just stroked out.
I had no idea. I will never do that again.
When we're playing audio and you're doing talk back, it cuts off the audio, so I have no idea what the audio's saying.
I will never do that again. I am so sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's good that you know. I'm just letting
It's
you know.
obviously not good because you chose this podcast to humiliate me.
I didn't mean to.
Okay?
humiliate.
No, it's fine.
We're learning.
Yeah, what are some other things you want to humiliate me?
No, that's it. Again,
There's your picture.
if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be successful.
See, there's a picture of Halloween.
That's the Grim
That guy
Reaper
was
deal?
scary, yeah. I mean, he was scary.
I think that's more of a New Orleans deal than a Grim Reaper.
Oh, yeah, probably like
Crow?
a voodoo guy.
Yeah, it looks like.
But he
maybe
was
the Crow.
walking around. He looked much bigger. I guess I'm big too.
Yeah, you're.
But
big.
he was really scary, and he smelled like beef.
Really
Maybe he had a sandwich. They had barbecue there.
beef and cheese.
Yeah,
beef and
cheese.
cheddar to get it from
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Smell like a beef and cheddar Temu order.
Man.
Oh man, good stuff. Thank you guys for hanging out with us live. Those of you that are live.
Yeah, hey now, everybody.
We've got a lot of new subscribers. I think something's going on with a couple of our streams, maybe Facebook or whatever. But from what I understand, we're obviously live on YouTube.
Okay.
I can confirm we are live on Twitter,
Okay.
on Rumble. Can I check Rumble real quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
We've also got to figure out why we can only see YouTube's chats. We don't see anybody else. Click that other tab.
Yeah,
Click
I
that
know there's a
Facebook
way
tab,
we
see
can
what it
see
does,
everybody.
and let it ride for a minute. Let me make sure that we're on.
Because we're not on Facebook. That's the one that kicked us off.
We're live on Rumble as well. Yeah, and screw Facebook. We don't ever get any traction on there.
They're mean anyway.
We get like 5 or 6. 5 or 6.
We can't
viewers
even
at a
say
time.
half of the stuff we want to say anyway on there.
That's right. 'Cause
Yeah.
They're trying to hold us down.
communist social media dictators.
You said dick.
Tater dicks.
Tater dicks.
That should be a restaurant name or something.
That would be
Like
good.
Trader Vic's.
Trader
Dicks.
Joe's.
Funny. That's funny.
Yeah, that would be good. So, do y'all want to talk about what happened in North Carolina, your hometown?
Yes, please.
Some of the footage that has been coming out of there has been absolutely devastating. And Tony, you can watch out for music that's playing on any of these. But
Okay.
People have been putting together TikToks and stuff and just kind of going around and surveying damage. Here's some stuff right here. I don't know the exact location. There we go. Swannanoa, North Carolina. Do you know where that's at, John Byrne?
Yes.
Man.
Oh God.
And this footage is from yesterday. And you just imagine that water that just rushed through there. And it's just, the longer it stays, the more likely your house is going to collapse, especially for those people that were on the roof. Look at that interstate. I mean, it's just
That's just heartbreaking.
rubble
Oh, my
everywhere.
gosh, it's like a bomb.
Yeah.
It's like it was bombed.
It's fascinating that water can do that, you know. They just wipe out whole towns.
Yeah, it's just kind of amazing to me how the storm just built up so wide and big there towards the end.
And so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, even these people that are like, hey, you're going to have some nasty weather. Because if you think about up here in, north central Alabama, like if a hurricane comes, none of us have ever thought about evacuating. You know what I'm saying? Like we think, oh, well, we probably get some spin up tornadoes and stuff from this, but never, hey, it's going to be so bad. We've never had to evacuate for anything in this part of the world.
With the exception of seeing mountains, it looks like the coast. I mean, what category was it when it actually hit?
Here's some more footage from TikTok. I think this is from the Weather Channel, actually.
Oh, God.
This is from Asheville, North Carolina. And it's just state officials are airlifting supplies better than federal officials. We'll get into that in a minute. Mudslides, blocked highways. Dozens of people were killed, including in the storm, including 30 in Asheville. Toll may grow further, obviously. And this looks like, God, man, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
That looked like footage from September 29th.
Yes, it did.
So it's hard to think that it's been going on for that many days. It feels like it just happened. Look at this one right here. This is crazy.
It looks like that's.
You can give that one some volume.
Like tornado. Oh my.
Shit, unreal.
Oh my God.
I'm glad all the illegals got their hotel rooms and their debit cards right now. It pissed me off.
At least they didn't have to deal with this. And look, those houses have been pushed up together.
Gee whiz.
And there's the end.
That's rough.
You know what? Matt Murphy posted something. If you don't mind, I'd like to read it. This is may have gone viral, but it was a post that a young father made. His family was up on their roof, and they were like up on the mountain, and the soil was washing away underneath them, and he thought he was going to die. So he posted this. Fortunately, the state of Tennessee, which was his home state, came to his rescue with a chopper.
Are you going to read that? Okay. You can pull up, if you want to pull up Facebook and Matt Murphy while Bird reads it on his phone.
On Facebook or Twitter?
Is it Facebook?
It's on Facebook.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it from, I just went to Matt Murphy and looked it up. But it says, Cody Henson's his name. He says, thanks for all the birthday shout outs. It's his birthday. He thinks he's going to die on his birthday, and his family. Thanks for all the birthday shout outs, everyone. I wish I could say it was a good one, but I can't, as we are currently trapped on this mountainside as the mudslide slowly takes the land beneath our feet, one large mass at a time, as we watch it get sucked over the cliff, helpless to do anything about it. Can you imagine? The worst part isn't the fact that help isn't coming, since our entire road, driveway, and all are now just a steep drop off a cliff. The worst part is being stuck on this tiny piece of property that is being held by mere roots, as we hear the deafening sound of massive oh my gosh, as we hear the massive sound I'm sorry.
Am I looking at the right one?
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
Bird?
you're right.
Okay.
Yes. I'm sorry.
You lost your spot.
It kicked me. Okay, here we go.
It says, interrupted by the cries of neighbors
Just go ahead and
pleading for help, most stuck on their roofs, houses underwater, with their cries piercing through the seemingly never-ending darkness that fell upon us. The worst part is hearing kids yell for help as their parents' voices have given out on them since we've all been stuck and yelling for help since 4:30 a.m. And when all hell broke loose in our town in Asheville, North Carolina, I'm trying to stay strong for my partner as I hold her tightly in my arms, reassuring her it's going to be all okay despite my doubts, since I haven't heard a single siren or seen a single rescue light anywhere. Even now, the darkness has fell upon us. Hearing the kids' voices calling out in the darkness for help has me feeling beyond angry and helpless inside. Even now, with the power lines sparking in the water, I'm still wanting to jump in the murky, debris-filled water and start swimming in the direction of the kids' voices in a fool's attempt to save them. But the thought of leaving my partner, the love of my life, the woman who's never given up on me and has always been by my side, ready to take on the world side by side, I won't just leave her clinging to the remnants of what was once our dream home, now just a mudslide nightmare, barely clinging to the mountain, slowly getting sucked over the cliff, one memory at a time. We loved it here. We moved states and bought our first home on a whim just because we loved hiking and wanted to live in the mountains. We found a beautiful house in Asheville, North Carolina, nestled high up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, a large part of the Appalachian Mountains. We truly built some great memories here. Never thought we'd end up being victims of a hurricane and losing it all. I am thankful to be alive for the time being, and I ask not that you pray for me, but please pray for my beautiful lady of going on 10 years and for those kids I hear calling out in the night. I will be okay, and even if not, I will damn sure make sure Jess and those kids make it out of this hellscape that was once our town, no matter what it takes. To my family and friends before my phone dies, I hope this message sends just know that we love you all very much, and please pray for those of us stuck in hell tonight. What a horrible day. Happy birthday to me, I guess. Love you, Jamie Henson, the best older brother a guy ever had. Sheila Henson, my mom and pops, Randy Dawson. Thanks for raising us to be men and teaching us to put those we love first. And he goes on to thank everybody else. So it sounds like he was stuck on his roof and just writing out a status because he didn't know how long he had. I mean, his phone's dying. They don't have any power. That's one thing that's crazy, man, is even for those that did have service, you got one battery life left on your phone.
Yep.
And you got to use it wisely because, and there's no way in, no way out. You look at this video right here. This is some of the roads. This may be in East Tennessee, maybe into North Carolina. The stuff just gave way. I mean, and some of it is the only route in and out, and there's nothing left, and you can't risk driving over what's left of it, or it'll fall in.
I can't believe they're.
It's a drone.
Oh, okay.
I know you were thinking.
I can't believe they're in their flying car over that road.
That very tall car. What are they doing? That tall, narrow car. What?
Crazy, though. I mean,
I knew you were going to say that, John. I was like, he's getting ready to think it's a car.
A tall, narrow car. But you know what? He did get out. Like I said, they rescued him by chopper.
Good.
So
Look, I guess that it's completely wiped out up here.
Ugh.
Crazy.
It still pisses me off about the money, about all this stuff.
Oh, my.
It still pisses me off.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
And
right now, there's an illegal snacking on Doritos in some hotel room,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Snacking on a sewer rat enchilada.
Yeah. Should I eat the dog? Or
Kitty cats do.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Yeah, this is crazy. I just, you don't know what to say, and to show that is just to show everybody, how absurd all of this is. But y'all mentioned the money part of it. FEMA, and we ended up confirming this. We talked about it Monday, and still I haven't really heard a whole lot about it. Mm-hmm. FEMA is stopping people from taking donations up there to trying to get people supplies, and that is crazy. Glenn Beck said something about it on somebody's show today, and they deleted the post. Can't find it anywhere. And I spent half my morning trying to find that because I'm like, here, Glenn Beck's hearing the same thing from people on the ground. And not only that, but as of this afternoon, Mayorkas came out and said that FEMA doesn't have any more money left. That they're out
right
of money.
At the end of the show.
Yeah.
He was announcing that.
He said they don't have any more money, and if another hurricane comes, you're just screwed. Well, doesn't matter because these people are screwed anyway because FEMA's not helping them. Only thing that when donations come up there, they're turning them away because they're only going to accept donations from the approved vendor list, which is the people that donated to politicians, the people that donated to Democrats, and that is absolutely insane. When the supplies are there, you can get them to the people. I mean, people are dying because of those decisions.
FEMA should not have absolute domain. There are organizations obviously much more qualified than FEMA. There are organizations where this is what they do.
I say screw that. Just let the private sector handle it.
Yes.
The private sector is always going to do a better job than the government.
Always.
But on the money front, for them to have the audacity to say that when they've spent millions and millions, billions, probably billions of dollars on illegal immigrants pouring into this country to relocate. That's where most of the FEMA people are. They're working on immigrants, relocating them. So not only do they not have the money, they don't have the manpower, and all the money is sitting with immigrants all across this country. Donald Trump was in Michigan this afternoon, and he brought that very thing up, and he's pissed just like everybody else.
If you want to see how sick and distorted Kamala Harris's priorities are, just consider FEMA. FEMA, you know what that is, right? The Federal Emergency Management Agency. And you read about now all the time because there's nobody that's handled a hurricane or storm worse than what they're doing right now. Kamala spent all her FEMA money, billions of dollars, on housing for illegal migrants, many of whom should not be in our country, including $1 billion for gift cards for illegal aliens and putting them up in
$1
luxury
billion
hotels.
in gift cards.
With a gift card to welcome them to America as our veterans are sleeping on the sidewalks below those hotels and they're being walked into luxury hotels.
Boo.
Now we have a horrific disaster in North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, Florida, and Virginia. That's how big this hurricane was. And the Harris-Biden administration says they don't have any money. They've spent it all on, they spent all of their money. They have almost no money because they spent it all on illegal migrants. How would you like to
And
be
Ukraine.
Yeah.
and you've been sleeping opposite the entrance to a luxury hotel, and illegal migrants come in and they're going up and occupying the hotel? That's what's happening. They stole the FEMA money just like they stole it from a bank so they could give it to their illegal immigrants that they want to
There you go.
vote for them this
That's
season.
that's the
they're trying to get them
answer.
on the voters
It's
vote,
not
which
just the federal government ran out of money. They took FEMA money and diverted it
Yep.
to these immigration,
And that's not
illegal
what
invaders deals.
that's not what it's for.
And they do that. The federal government, the White House, even Congress does that all the time. They will steal from one set of, priorities or one set of programs, move it to another, and guess what? Then you need the other
Now you
program you
need
just
it.
stole from, and what are you going to do? Nothing. Oh, we don't have any money. Are they asking us to donate to FEMA now? Because
hell no.
will you donate to FEMA? Because Donald Trump's already had to approve GoFundMe's just from the private sector and is raising money that's going to be more effective than anything FEMA ever does.
All right, now this money that's being raised, is it going to FEMA or is it going to be going to an organization?
The stuff Donald Trump approved?
Yes.
No, it's handled by private parties.
Okay.
But again, you've got the obstacle of FEMA not allowing supplies.
Stuff to come in.
And it's just crazy. I mean, even in Asheville, North Carolina, this is yesterday at their local Walmart. I want you to look at this.
A lot of young families.
They got them lined up. Tell them when they can go in. And by the time they get to the front of the line and they get inside, there's nothing in there. It's empty.
God.
Oh my gosh.
And then you've got trucks, that are supposed to come and restock the shelves.
There's
How do they get
nothing.
there? Nothing.
Well, I mean, they can't. A truck certainly can't get in
Yeah.
there. They'll have to airlift them in. Airlift supplies in.
Look at that. Yogurt. Yogurt's gone. And I hate yogurt.
It's hard for me to accept that this is America right now.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
It's like Venezuela.
Did you hear that kid? He said
Yep.
it's literally the apocalypse.
Yeah. The kid's right. Look, nothing on any of the aisles.
I misspoke. They have showers outside of Walmart on Airport Road.
Are those FEMA showers? FEMA bathrooms? Oh, thanks, FEMA.
I wouldn't
Appreciate you.
trust them.
I wouldn't either. What do you say, man?
Just the whole thinking of how they spend the money. It's like they're on purpose making us bankrupt. And when we have a crack problem, they hand out crack pipes versus doing the opposite. So
Right.
this is nothing really new. They've gotten away with so much, and I don't think anybody's ever going to get in trouble for this shit.
Well, with what's going on in North Carolina at that Walmart makes sense. That everybody's trying to get whatever they can.
Are
and
they
then
limiting?
trucks-
I wonder if they're limiting.
Oh,
the
they
amount you
are.
can get?
That's
Even
probably
with
why they
that.
had that line outside and people are, they're directing traffic. But this is happening at other places. Places like here's one of Target. Look at the line out here. Now this is a result of the longshoremen strike. So on top of the hurricane, people are freaked out that since exports aren't getting brought in at the bays, at the docks, they're like, well, the stores are going to run out of stuff. So people are doing this business right here.
This is beyond crazy. It's just turned 10 o'clock.
TP for
And the
bunghole.
line for Costco is both sides of the building. Both sides of the building, which is crazy. Crazy.
And what are you going to do when you get in there? There ain't going to be nothing left. And there's, according to reports, TP shortages at Costco. I want to know, what the hell do y'all need all the TP for? I never got an answer for that back during COVID. What do you need all the TP for?
Well, I mean, one of the things that I saw is they were checking, and all of the companies that make toilet paper are based in the United States. So I was talking with Tony before the podcast, and he did mention, well, you need to get some anyway, because regardless of that, everybody else is going to be going crazy getting the toilet paper.
But why? Why do you need toilet paper so badly? Why do you need toilet paper more than you need food or water or clothes or whatever? Why is toilet paper so important? What's this guy's name, Tony?
This is the Economic Ninja.
Economic
I actually
Ninja.
follow this guy.
This guy goes into Costco to check out the toilet paper situation. This is what he sees.
Okay, so I am here last night at Costco, check out the toilet paper, look at the port situation. I come at 7 o'clock, do a video on Costco and toilet paper, said you better get down or here you go.
Whoa.
This is the toilet paper section. Now, there are trucks coming, but the problem is this is actually a crisis similar to what was happening with COVID. A little extreme, but you have to bear with me. You see, what's going on right now is the supply chain is breaking down because we've got a bigger war going off in Israel. We've got China collapsing their economy, and ships are going to be all over the place. So like I said this morning before this store ever opened, and it had a bunch of toilet paper, I was here at closing last night, this is where you're at now. Nothing. So the question is, do you want to start stocking up on other things other than toilet paper right now? Or do you want to hold off? There's actually a national panic going on right now if you haven't been paying attention. The Economic Ninja.
Man.
So what are y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do, people? You gonna get toilet paper?
I'm going to wipe my ass with leaves.
I mean, think about it. Think about if there's something you run out of. Toilet paper's it's something that you run out of, and it's not that big a deal. Toilet paper's probably towards the top. You know, get out there with a water hose, spread your cheeks, and hose away.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
do a homemade bidet.
Yeah,
Like-
I gotta say, I got bidets, and I still went out and bought some TP this morning before I ran out. I'll admit it.
well, I mean, you know what? If everybody's buying toilet paper, then maybe there'll be food for us.
Is it simply for wiping ass, or is there some other?
You can blow your nose with it.
Okay,
Blow your nose.
but you know you got tissues for
You
that.
can't clean things with it because
No,
it goes
it's too
apart
thin.
when it touches water.
So I'm like, why is ass hygiene so important during crises?
I mean, does it calm you down when you wipe? It does for you guys? Is it a calming effect?
I mean, it's calming when you do that last wipe and you've got it all out of there.
Yes, after 400. I don't know what the deal is there.
You got to spread before you sit down.
Yeah, well, actually,
Making a mess.
I'll be honest. Before the podcast, when I got here a little bit early. I just went in the bathroom. I didn't have to go, but I just went in Tony's bathroom because it was warm.
You
and I
spray
just sat
yourself.
down. I got on my phone. It was nice and comfortable.
Yeah,
You
there's
know?
a heated
Actually, I don't
toilet
think
seat.
I've used the bathroom here in like 3 weeks. I just come here and sit on the bidet.
Yeah, the toilet seat here in the studio is actually heated.
Oh,
which
it's
is
nice.
fantastic.
It's nice.
Well, I gotta say, I knew how everybody was gonna react. Even though I have the bidets and I don't really use much TP at all, I bought a bunch just in case family or whatever, because I knew there would be a rush because people are idiots. They don't really understand supply chains and where they go. They just react, and the TP thing is a pre-programmed idea from COVID.
Yeah, and I almost wonder is the effect of this and the effect of people freaking out and going buying stuff. Maybe it's a little less than what it would have been if it weren't for COVID, because there's people out there that since COVID has started stocking up on stuff. So they're not as in need as they would be if COVID never happened and nobody got that get your
Right.
stuff in your head. But at the same time, the vast majority of the country did not learn anything from COVID and did not start stocking up. So you've got those mad dashes. The other question to ask is, why did this hurricane do what it did? Why was it so big? And we can say, climate change or whatever, but there's a legitimate concern out there, and it's really catching steam this afternoon, that, and YouTube's going to ding us for this, that the government has something to do, the government gay has something to do with the strength, the path, and everything about this storm. That this storm was manipulated by the technology that we know
Oh yeah,
the
it's
government
been around.
has, and that they
God.
may have, and y'all gonna call me crazy, but I'm just putting this out there, may have had a hand in making sure that there was a hurricane to happen at this time, maybe as, I don't know, an October surprise. Everything they do is politically motivated. That's fact.
I
Is
know
this-
if I were them and I saw a storm coming, if I had the capability, hypothetically speaking, to make it stronger, bigger, and cause more
Steer it.
devastation, if you're a globalist, you want chaos, you want divide, here you go. You got no more money to help the people.
Which goes back to the way FEMA's operating and keeping people from helping each other, because they don't want us coming together. They don't want us looking out for each other. They only want them looking out for us.
Right.
That's the way it is. They spend all this time dividing us. They want to get you to a point where you're afraid to talk to your neighbor because you might have different political views and you get in a fight or whatever.
Yes.
And then now here we're in a situation where humanity's really going to show itself,
required.
and they say, no, don't do that. We don't want y'all talking to each other. We don't want y'all helping each other. It's only FEMA. It's only the government that can help you.
Tony, I this just hit me when Andrew was talking, and I think you could probably answer this. Now, this would be my understanding, okay? You've got the deep state, and then you've got these two parties, And it's not necessarily that the deep state is the Democrat Party. They're using them right now to achieve their means, correct?
Yeah, I mean, if you follow Klaus Schwab and the whole Economic Forum and all those other bigger organizations, NGOs, as you call them, non-elected officials, that's been their goal, is to mainly penetrate the cabinets. They've gone on record and said this. They penetrate the cabinets. They get people that they have on their members in key positions, say at Mayorkas, or I don't know, I'm just hypothetically saying names, but they get in those positions and then they allow this to happen so that way they can move forward towards their one world government.
So
But, you know,
it just so happens that the Democrats they see are the best way and quickest, most efficient way to get there.
Yeah.
if you want my honest opinion, I think they have about 99 or 98% of the Democrat Party on the high level federal wise, and I think they have probably about 65% of the Republicans right now.
Yeah, exactly
that's
right.
my opinion.
And that's why Donald Trump's so dangerous to him, because if you go back before him, you go to Mitt Romney, you go to John McCain, who were very
milquetoast.
they would side with Democrats all the time because they understood they were on the same team.
Yep.
And Donald Trump comes in and he's like, "No, I ain't playing that game." And then he became this giant threat, became a target, and has been ever since, because they need whoever the president is to be part of the system. They need him to be a team player and to go along with their ultimate plan from the powers that be. But let me hop back to the government being involved in the weather. They call it cloud seeding.
Yes.
Okay.
That's been around a while.
Been around a long time. Apparently, according to some people on TikTok, there are news outlets, and I think she said Colombian news outlets, that are reporting that they have some sort of evidence that the government was directly involved with this hurricane. I don't know how true it is. That's just what she's saying.
So I just had a friend call me and tell me that her parents are from Colombia. They live in Colombia right now. And on the Europe News, they are reporting today that HARP is creating these hurricanes, these storms.
Oh my gosh.
And they're literally
I'm
attacking
shocked.
I can't believe it.
the Republican states. They are trying to stop this election for sure. They are land grabbing. They are throwing the whole kitchen sink at us. Red October is about to be very, very much Red October.
Okay. So this is something we haven't brought up yet. How does that Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, where Trump is making major headway, how does this affect voting day? How does this affect the elections?
Well, certainly for the mountainous part of North Carolina, probably not going to happen.
Are those people going to still be able, even though their lives have been wrecked, are they still going to be able to cast their votes
They
on election
could,
day?
if it's allowed. They could make a way, but the key is, are they going to make a way?
Yeah, are they going to say, "No, you just can't vote this year because we've got too much devastation. There's
Because-
nowhere to vote."
Because I guarantee you, probably a lot of the, especially if they're aware of it, the young families and things in Asheville, which is that's the thing. That's the most liberal city in North Carolina, is Asheville.
Yeah.
And, I guarantee you there have been some changing of minds
I think it's an overall
in Asheville.
I think it's an overall state thing, because I'm telling you, Donald Trump in a fair election is going to win Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina,
so.
possibly even Virginia, and Virginia was hit as well. J.D. Vance was in Virginia today, and it's like, I don't know, could it be? Is that crazy of me to say that they were like, that's traditionally where the hurricanes hit anyway. Florida, maybe some make their way over to Texas, Louisiana, whatever.
Yeah, but this is unprecedented.
But this takes a curve up the west side of Florida and just goes straight up.
Now, just imagine the other way. Say if Trump were president and all this were going on, the media would be all over this,
yes.
like
They'll be losing their mind.
Katrina with Bush at that one time, even though Bush and Obama are in the same club.
Yeah.
But they'd be all over his butt right now about everything, and it would just be plastered all over the place with a death count going, you know.
Which would mean Kanye West was incorrect when he says George Bush doesn't like black people because George Bush loves Obama.
Yeah.
So obviously he does like black people.
He does, but does he just like black straight people?
Well, no, because Obama's not straight.
Right. Or he's bi-curious, right?
Yeah,
I would
maybe.
think that Obama OA is bi-curious.
Probably.
He'd probably take him with all the goods. If you know what I mean?
Once you marry Big Mike, I don't think you're curious anymore. I think you've decided what you want.
Yeah, you're pretty much done.
Let's look into this HAARP thing, because some of the audience, they may not know anything about the HAARP, the cloud seeding, and what all that entails. I think Tony found a video earlier that kind of explains it. Yes. What is cloud seeding? Let's watch this real quick.
Parts of the United Arab Emirates were overwhelmed with the heaviest rain ever recorded there. Areas are still flooded days later. Some reports blamed a method of making rain called cloud seeding. The rains began late Monday. 24 hours later, more than 142 millimeters had fallen. That's 50% more than the annual average.
It was absolutely horrendous. It's the worst I've ever seen it in Dubai. And we've seen some bad storms in the past, but this was like nothing else.
The United Arab Emirates has, in recent years, explored using cloud seeding to make rain. It's called cloud seeding because planes, drones, or rockets seed clouds with substances like silver iodide. The iodide attracts water molecules, which build up. When they get heavy enough, they fall, as rain or snow, depending on the temperature. Drones can also electrically charge clouds with lasers. Many countries, including Canada, use it to increase precipitation, maybe to fight wildfires or drought, or to reduce damaging hail. But despite being invented more than 80 years ago, it's hard to track if cloud seeding helps.
The challenge is partly because no two clouds are the same. And so you can't compare what a cloud might have done before you seeded it with what it did do after you seeded it.
Experts say 3 storm fronts forming into one are the most likely causes in Dubai, not cloud seeding.
Yeah, right.
The Dubai International
Of course
Airport
not.
is the world's busiest for international travel.
So it is an actual method. It's been around for decades, and we're told it is just to create precipitation, create rain. Now,
used for good.
If they can do that, then what's to keep them from creating warm fronts, cold fronts, things that spin up tornadoes, and the elements that create these hurricanes
that would direct the path,
and even direct the path? I mean, there's not. We don't have necessarily evidence to say they're able to create a hurricane and they're able to guide it, but if they were able to, they would absolutely use that to their advantage.
Oh, yeah.
And we're getting deep off in the weeds. I get it. Sounds crazy. But I don't put anything past these people.
Come on,
these days.
15 years ago, a lot of this stuff was crazy. It sounds crazy that we know about that's happened in this world. So.
Yeah, and I got to add, when Katrina happened, that was the first time I ever saw like a video about cloud seeding. And I remember Katrina, before it hit New Orleans or wherever, it just seemed to really build up there right at the end. And they said, oh, it's because the ocean was, or the Gulf was warm and all that. But that sucker got real big real quick and did lots of damage.
Yeah.
And it was very political.
Yeah, and climate change.
Yep, blame it on that every time.
Oy vey. I don't know, man.
We can't say those two words too many times, though. We'll get the little warning on the bottom of the video.
I don't know. What do y'all think Jimmy Carter thinks about cloud seeding? You think he was involved in that?
I think at one time he was, probably when he was president.
Have you seen him? Didn't I show you a picture of him?
Yeah, I don't know if I think
he's 100 years old.
I think I'm gonna turn away when you show this.
And they brought him outside and somewhere in Georgia for his 100th birthday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here you go. I'm actually going to tell my kid that this is Obama and Joe Biden. I mean, he's dead. He's dead. Look at him.
I mean, I can't believe they've got him. I can't believe they've got him out there. And look at the toupee on him.
I shouldn't even be laughing.
Wait, no,
right
that's
now.
that's a hat.
That's a hat.
I mean, he can't. The poor
He's
fella,
a corpse.
He can't close his mouth.
Well, maybe he's. gaping his mouth open with excitement that he's no longer the worst president in history.
Now, my grandfather died. He was 98, and he looked just like that right before, you know?
Yeah, any of us that had grandparents pass away where we were there for or near their death, that was the look. And they continue to look like that after they pass. So who's to say he's even alive? And you know what his son said when he told the media? He said, my dad he said he didn't really care about his birthday. All he's worried about is making sure he votes for Kamala Harris for president this year. And I'm like,
yuck.
Someone will be guiding his hand.
There's no way he could even mark on a ballot.
No.
That's voter fraud right there in front of your face. Go prosecute.
I mean, to me, as far as the human condition, that is disgusting that they would do that. You know, if Jimmy Carter was in his right mind, he would not want that, because that's going to be the last image. To me, it's so shocking. I don't even remember young Jimmy Carter. I'll see that. That's what I'll think of when I think of Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would they do that? You know, why would they show him?
I don't know.
I mean, it's
because
just,
they want to prove that it is true that dead people vote for Democrats. I don't know.
Maybe his son wanted it.
Yeah, he's getting ready to vote underneath. I think Bob Dole, actually, at his funeral, he had that letter that they had them read off, and he said, please don't make me vote Democrat.
Don't let me vote Democrat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good memo. That we all need to put that in our will. That almost, watching Jimmy Carter be drug out there is almost as cringe as that song we played today from what was it called? The Marsh Family?
Yes.
And you thought you knew these people, but these are...
There's a real hip family that's really funny. Not the, oh my God, I'm seeing pictures for the first time.
These people are not hip whatsoever.
I cannot believe those kids agreed to this.
Tony, you want to hear this banger?
Are we allowed to?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's
on YouTube.
Unless they found out.
Okay.
Man, those kids are so damaged.
It's like, vote for Harris.
When O'Donnell used to run the country, the subdivision tried to build a wall. He made a few of his people wealthy. Oh, we don't care about the rest at all.
Oh my God.
Convictions, he did the nasty and undermined the Constitution.
Oh, Shion.
An oppressor of civil liberties, megalomaniac Republican.
Racist.
If we get copyrighted, thanks to all the chat that showed up.
Thank y'all for coming out tonight.
Make sure to like, subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
You see, she's safer than him with money. She'll try to regulate the sale of guns. She's bringing measures that offer hope, not fear, access to healthcare and abortion.
Abortion, I can't take it.
Gosh.
Sing it, Dad.
Drink
He's got the
soy
groove.
every day.
Who is named Kamala?
All right, that's enough.
Yeah, God.
Dad's like, I'm raising my sons to be gay because we're all soy boys.
Man, I just, you know what? My son could take out that one in the middle. That's all I'm saying.
Take him out?
Yeah.
As
No,
in-
not take him out like that. Like, slap him lightly and just say, stop it.
I mean,
That's what he would
your
do.
son could actually just go down the whole row and just slap
Give
them
them all a slap.
Give them all a love tap.
This is like a woke version of, like, I don't know, the Partridge Family or the Brady Bunch or
Well,
something.
here's the funny thing. Democrats don't care about anything like that, especially the younger ones. I mean, this is so lame. You compare it to what the right is doing. The right has a sharp rapier wit and a great sense of humor, and they know how to push the buttons. And this is what we get from the left. I mean, you think about it. How much truly humorous stuff, if you set everything aside, if you set our differences aside, have you really looked at something on the left and said, actually, that I know it's talking about Trump, but that's pretty funny? No. Nothing.
That's awful. Anyway, I never want to hear that
Oh,
again.
he's just an 80s tape that's wearing down. You talking about Reagan now. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
That should almost be a commercial for the Alabama Men's Clinic. Like, if you look like this, then you probably need to come see us, you know?
Right.
So,
That could actually, that would be good for birth control. You know? Just pop that bad boy in. Ain't nobody doing the nasty.
there's not one man on there that had high T. They're all low on the T.
Every one of them low T.
It's called emasculation.
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 All right, so we're going to have to get out of here in a few minutes. But before we do, we need to give a shout out to our friend Cornbread, he's a longtime listener of the radio show. And he listens, I guess he just listens to everybody.
I love Cornbread.
And he was talking on Twitter about hot sauce that he makes and mentioned something about, hey, you guys like hot stuff. Would you like to try it? And I said, of course. So Cornbread sent us some hot sauce. It's right here. And by the way, it's so real deal. It's like sealed and everything,
So
like
did
it
he
came
go
from the
have
store.
it made?
He made this hot sauce.
Yeah, but I mean, does he have like something? Does he have a little tool or something? That
I
he does
guess.
with?
Either
That's
that
cool.
or he bought hot sauce at the store and just took the label off and told us he made it.
Oh, well, that would be.
But I'm pretty sure he made this.
Yeah, I mean, Cornbread's a real deal.
Yeah, he's a good dude. So do we want to test this out real quick and just see? I was going to do it on the show,
Why
and I
don't you
can bring
just drink
it. Okay. Why don't you
No,
drink it?
no, hell no.
just put it on a salty cracker.
Yeah,
Okay.
grab a
But where are we
cracker.
going to get crackers from?
I don't know, John Bird.
Oh, where? Oh my God! I just found one.
Look at that.
Let's see. I mean, it's a club. I love crackers. Uh-oh. What am I doing? I'm in the club. 50 Cent in the club.
Oh, God.
I'm dizzy now. That was. What do you think? Look at all the Trumps. They love it. They love it.
We'll be clipping that.
Shut up. Okay. Tony doesn't like us to get stuff on.
Mate, you've already made a mess, John
Well, I
Bird. We
haven't
had this
opened it.
conversation before the show.
It's crushed. I didn't do that. Okay. All
Well,
right.
that's why I brought you plates for.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my
buddy.
gosh! I'm sorry, not Tony. It's what is wrong with me? Let me do this. Okay.
Just stick it in your pocket.
To all the
crumbs in
ladies
your
out
pocket.
there, would you kick out Bird out of bed for eating crackers?
Oh, dude, your bed would be covered in crumbs, dude, every night.
Okay.
It'd be like a tuna casserole.
Wait, that one's broken. Let me get one that's unbroken.
That smells good,
Okay.
actually.
Let me smell it.
No, you got to just try it.
That's not. You do this crap all
All
the
right,
time.
smell it.
Okay. Oh hell no!
It doesn't even
Hell no.
smell hot. Try it. I'm
Why
gonna
do I
try
have to try it first?
Because we want your reaction first.
Okay. Let's see what I'm doing, everybody.
Keep it.
I got the big screen.
Okay. See what I'm
You're
doing.
good.
Quit, watch what you're doing.
Okay. All right. Is
He's
that,
over there looking off to the side. I'm like, no wonder you keep spilling stuff.
okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this second cracker and I'm going to spread it a little bit
Oh my god!
like that.
Just
Okay.
eat it, John.
All right.
Bird. Describe the flavor.
I'm afraid I didn't get enough.
I didn't think you would.
Oh.
I must be hungry because my mouth is watering just thinking about these crackers.
Okay, that's a good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go with
It's
that.
like ketchup on there from here.
Okay, I'm going to spread it out. Okay, here we go.
Is it good? And you were pitching a fit about you didn't want to try hot sauce.
You know what? It's hurting some, but it's not. Okay. I don't think I'm going to need
Oh,
milk.
look, you found a glass of milk.
That was the right there. Thank you, Mr. Trump. You're welcome. It's not bad. You know what? I may be foolish. I may be a fool, but I'm going to fix some more. Cornbread, I am so impressed.
Man, John Bird getting crazy up in here.
I know.
I know it.
And if I have the audacity to bring up, hey, I want you to eat something hot, he loses his mind. And now look at him.
No, well, cornbread ain't going to do me wrong. Okay.
Well, you never gave us a description of what it tastes like. You just
Okay, it's got almost like a North Carolina style barbecue flavor with a tang. It's got some red pepper flake feel to it. It stings, but it doesn't incapacitate your mouth. That makes sense? See?
That's really good.
This is for the masses.
It has got like a tangy, like a vinegary type of kick to it.
And
Tony Gump,
it's got a bite. You got to.
you gonna come over here and try?
Come on, man.
I'm not eating anything hot from
No,
you.
he
I
doesn't-
swore
he
to
doesn't do hot
Jesus a
sauce.
long time ago. You know.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Good job, Cornbread. I wonder if he has a name for this.
I don't know, but call me crazy. Cornbread, you got me addicted.
You know what? I might have, since it's from Cornbread, not from you. I guess technically, I'll try some in a second.
It's not bad. If I'm eating it, Tony, you certainly can.
All right.
Now for the next 10 minutes, we're just going to sit here and eat crackers with hot sauce.
There.
Oh, there you go. All right, Tony. Try it out and give us your official review. Yeah, that's really good. And honestly, I don't do a lot of hot sauce. I just do my peppers and like crushed pepper and stuff. But I'll use this.
You know what, though?
John Bird doesn't eat it all.
I think that this would go really good with collard greens.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, man, this is already hot for me. Shit.
Oh, no.
It wasn't. I didn't think it was hot at all, but it does have a little kick on the backside.
I can handle it. It's all right.
I'm impressed.
Good job. Good job. Hey, let's give
Cornbread.
a round of
Cornbread.
applause. Thanks, buddy.
That's good.
Wow.
Awesome stuff. That was really good.
Thank you, Cornbread.
I wonder if you've got some other product. Cornbread, send us other products.
Yeah, Cornbread, if you do other things besides hot sauce, like any kind of pepper stuff, send them our way, dude.
Bing! Just got an idea. Anyone out there?
No, we don't want to do that.
Not anyone.
No.
Not anyone. Anyone that we know out there.
That we know very well.
That we know really well.
And we know won't kill us.
And we know won't kill us. Send us something.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm actually enjoyed that, and I don't like hot stuff.
See?
That was good.
It was.
And it's still stinging, but not like
1 out of 10. And don't do a 10 because just give us an honest review with 10 being impossible.
Because I don't really like hot stuff anymore because it hurts so bad. I'm going to say 8.79 and 8.79.
Oh, I thought you said 0.79. I was like, geez,
No,
less than 1?
8.79.
Tony Gump?
I actually would give this like a 9.5.
Wow.
Tony
That's
does
huge.
not throw big numbers out when
No,
he's
I don't.
Stuff.
It's hard to break 8 with me, but I actually enjoyed that. And I would
Isn't it?
eat more of it if I could, yeah.
I wasn't going to do a point anything, so I'm just going to go straight 9, which is huge. That's good stuff. And I'm a Frank's. Here's what I like. I'll give it a 9.5 too because I like Frank's Red Hot because it's kind of thicker. That's
Yes.
what this is, and so that's right up my alley. It gets an extra
Wait a minute.
0.5 for texture.
9.6.
Okay.
I mean, that's
all right. Price is right. He's like trying to underbid
but you
people.
know what? He should market that, and I will do the jingle for you.
We'll call it Hey Now sauce, even though we have nothing to do with this.
Cornbread's Hey Now sauce.
Yeah, there you go, cornbread.
Oh my!
Because I mean, let's be honest. This is the first time your hot sauce has ever been tried on a podcast. So take that for
Oh
what
my
it's worth.
gosh, this milk! I drank a little bit before I tried it, and it was. It's delicious now that I've tried that.
Put some of that in your milk and try
It
it.
almost has a sweet taste to it. This, I mean, I'm serious.
Yeah, put some hot sauce in your milk and see how it is.
You got to dunk the club cracker like it's Oreo and milk or something, and then
Now show the camera that you're doing hot sauce and milk.
No, I mean, you know what? How do you think all this cool stuff was invented? How were Oreos invented? They didn't just happen. Somebody accidentally made
Somebody had to do it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to try.
he put the cracker.
No.
I know.
No. That's not. Something happens. Some kind of chemical reaction happens. And it's like, I guess you drink it and it like covers your whole mouth and goes down your throat. That's probably what. Oh no, I get some emergency water.
I can't believe
I
you
can't
did that.
drink my milk.
Okay. Well, while he recovers, Tony Gump, final words.
Final words are: get prepared. If you haven't got TP, get some TP. Even though there's really no reason to get TP, you should before everybody else grabs it all. Get plenty of water, meet sunlight, and sleep. And hopefully we can save this country.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Save the country from the government.
Save the country, and as Donald Trump says, fight.
Yes.
Fight. John Bird.
And shout out to everybody in the chat room, by the way. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
Thank y'all. Love you long time. John Bird, final words.
Club crackers are delicious. They're nutritious. They have a buttery flavor to them. I prefer them over Ritz. You know what? When I'm looking for a hot sauce to go with my club cracker, it's all about cornbread. It's delicious. Don't use it with milk, but it's delicious with crackers. You know what? I want to see the entrepreneurial spirit out there in everybody. Everyone should have a hot sauce. Maybe you're not into hot sauces. You do you, boo. But the important thing is, in America, you have the ability to do these things. You have the freedom to, unless you vote for Kamala. And I'm coming after you. No, I'm not. Good stuff, Cornbread.
Good stuff. Cornbread, thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks, Cornbread.
Thank you for helping us get this podcast going out with a bang. So, thank you, Tony Gump. Thank you, John Bird.
Yeah.
We'll do this again. We got some big stuff coming up for you next week, so you want to make sure and tune into that. And if you're watching live, Tony Gump and Andrew McClain will be on Your Home Inside and Out Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
From 9 to 10. We're doing Jim Butters a solid since he came in here.
Unbelievable.
We told him we'd go on his show, so that's what we're doing. And I have no idea what will happen. I will feel better about saying whatever I want to say since it's his show and not ours. And I'm technically not an employee on Saturday. So
That's true.
we'll see what happens.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. So y'all check that out.
Be
Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Go back. If you're watching this live, go back and comment on the video and show us some love. Until next time, Circus!